Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am gonna flip through like the meat and potatoes of my daily system here inside of my A6 Techo. I was thinking like right before I hit film on this, like it's so funny that I used to always be so unsure about the A6 size. It was like always a fun size, but it was never like an end all be all type of thing. And it wasn't something I felt like it just felt like an awkward size to me. Like pocket felt nice. And then anything like after that felt like too much or too little. So anyways, I'm just really enjoying this a lot more than I anticipated. So it's also a really nice change of pace. Luckily this is right here in comparison to this. I eventually kind of felt like I was like outgrowing these pages a little bit, even though I wasn't writing. I'm not really writing any more or any less inside of my other ones. Inside of this, I'm really writing probably like to the effect of the same amount, but I don't know. I just kind of outgrew this and I'm really loving how this one feels. So could be the size difference, could be the paper, who really knows. But yeah, I'm just going to film a quick flip through of January. I've already done one inside of my weeks, so this is really just like all of the monthly aspect. So starting first in January, I had no idea how I was going to want to use this. I was thinking at first that it was like literally just going, like first day, I really thought that it was just going to be like a actual memory tracker and I would like just journal in it a little bit. And then I quickly was like, that's not what's going to happen in here. So first day, a little unsure. I just wrote a lot. Second day was more of like to-do list style. And then it really just found its way as to like my actual planning. And you'll see like my style is really all the same. I'm trying to like keep the light right now. My style is really like all the same. I wonder if this helps. Let me turn the light on. Maybe a little bit. As far as to-do list, and then I put a little bit of memory tracking in there. I've tried to add little bits of like natural ephemera, as in like receipts or like stickers. There's some in here like stickers that I've found from Happy Mail I've gotten or anything like that. Makes it just feel more go with the flow to me. So I've also been using my Kodak camera that my husband got me for Christmas, and I'm loving it. Sometimes I'll put the whole 3x3 in there. It takes up a lot of the page, yes. So sometimes I'll just like cut out little bits and pieces, and you'll see that too. You hear my husband, he's like, you need to cut it out. I gave them little like coffee cups, or my mom sent them like little cute snowman coffee cups, and they're using little teaspoons and drinking out of it, trying to feel all fancy, and they're making music or something, I don't know. Anyways, so I just have lots of little, I write down things that I want to remember, like FaceTime my mom, so good. So that must have been like a really long, good conversation. Big sleepover events, big events that we do those days. Sometimes I do weight tracking. A lot of the times I will put dinner in here, like dinner and workouts for sure, reading for sure. Those are all things. Sometimes I put like bath night stuff in there. It really just depends. That's like, we really like know what like, you know, the bath night thing is. So sometimes I'll put it in there, sometimes not, because I was like, if I put a sticker down every single day that we do baths, like I'm gonna run out of stickers. So sometimes I'll just like put them in if it's like on a day that we wouldn't have like normally given them a bath because they got so messy or something. I don't know. All my moms I know that are watching are like, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I put some work things in here, big ticket items that I know I have to do, grocery shopping, stuff like that. Some days it's just really plain Jane, and that's fine. A lot of this, if you're maybe wondering like how much of this is filled out as you go, how much of this is filled out that night, that day, whatever, a lot of this is filled in the day prior. Like if there's things that I know I have to do or would like to do that next day, or even like a few days prior, like I already have some things out, like future events. And then some of it is filled in that day. And then some of it, depending on the day, is filled in that night, or even like the next day's night, if it's been like a really busy 2 days. but more often than not, I am using this as like its intended purpose of just really getting me through the day. So yeah, I like to see the difference between like the weekends. Now that I work like a Monday through Friday type of gig, I like now seeing the difference between like the weekdays and the weekends. It's kind of interesting. Like here I got my order from Lightbeam Stationery. I love, 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 love. I'm using, if you're watching, I have used so many of these. You can probably already see the lip right here of how many of these I've used. Her shop, she's just got all of this really cute stationery. I haven't opened these yet because I don't want to. There's like not that many of them and they're so freaking cute. I have been using these ones a lot though. How are they? I've been using these ones a lot. They're just like little, the animal sticky note line. Oh, I have another animal too. These are another AM PM ones. I think they're so cute and they remind me of like a little baby's nursery. And so they're very cute. Her shop also has lots of different types of pens. I had 4 of these at one point and I've been using them so, when I say so much, so much, because you can highlight over them and they don't smear and they're not too thin but not too thick. I don't know what the actual like nib size, oh, 0.5, and which is funny because I'm typically not a 0.5 type of person, but this is the 0.5 and it's not like the type of tip that some 0.5s, like it's a 0.5 nib and then you start writing and it just expands to the paper you're using. I don't know what kind of magic is inside of these, but I love the way it transfers, at least to like this Hobonichi paper. That's all I can really speak of. And so I've already gone through, I know one of these for sure, because I was very devastated. Maybe even 2 of them, because I don't even see where the other one is. So I might just be down to these 2, which means I need to place an order. There's like some other things too. I don't even know. It's all over my desk. But check out her shop. It's amazing. Moving on, this is, I write like just some little journaling in there. If I've had like a weird night, a hard night, someone in the family's had a hard night or a particularly rough day. My daughter and her friends started getting into Animal Crossing. I let her use my Nintendo, so she's having fun with that. I like this day a lot. I don't know why. I just really particularly like that day. The way it turned out. Birthday party, all journaling. There was lots of birthday parties that day. A little bit of pictures. It's kind of bothering me that I didn't put dinner in those days, but I know it's in my Hobonichi, so I'll probably go back and add those anyways. Here's another example of bath day. I didn't want to use a sticker because I don't want to run out. Sometimes I'll put the weather. We've had like exceptionally weird weather between the windstorms. There was, I know, some more on here of like some nasty rainstorms, bad storm headed this way. So I'll put weather on there sometimes if it's like something I really want to remember, because then I'll wonder like, oh, why did we stay inside all day that day, or whatever the case may be. I write down days that my kids get along particularly well, because that's like few and far between sometimes with 3 girls, like all pretty close in age. So I like to remember those days. My husband and I have been house hunting. Not that we're even in the market for house hunting, but it's like within our like 2 to 3 year goal for sure. And so I'd even say like 1 to 3 year goal plan. So we've been house hunting. We're actually doing that right now. He's vacuuming now. You could probably hear him. But he was like making a new batch of coffee and showering and stuff. So that's why I'm taking this time to film a video. But we're in the middle of house hunting right now. It's just very fun to look at houses, even if you're not like in it. You know what I'm saying? This day, just some journaling. And then work got really busy for these days, and you can see there's like, there's nothing written on here. I even like mixed up the days. I was so out of it. And then it got back to normal operations, because it was the weekend, and then work kind of fizzled out just a little bit. It got more manageable. And the highlighting is not anything like one, if this is the first time you're ever seeing my channel, it's not like one way or the other means one thing or not. I just really like my highlighters. I've recently gotten away from the mild liners. This is, oh, see, I have to throw this one away. This is really the only one that I have left because I was letting my daughter, I gave them to my daughters, to be quite honest, and I was like kind of just due for new ones, and I wanted to try out a new brand, so I've gotten the Bic Bright Liners Grip, and I really, really enjoy them. I think there was like 6 in the pack. I know I have these 3 colors, and then there's maybe just a few more. Like I said, I think there was like 6 in the pack. As far as like maybe blue and I don't even know, yellow or orange or something. The colors, again, don't really mean anything. Sometimes if I did do something, I will highlight it off. But also if there's a day where I just have a lot of different types of journaling, I'll just highlight different journaling spiels in a different color. Just to kind of like have it stick out a little bit. And then the days, again, I will use it sometimes to like notate that I did do something, that I did complete something, as opposed to when I cross it off. When I cross it off, it kind of means like, nope, that didn't happen. So that's a little bit of like reverse psychology for you. Like, cross this off, nope, didn't happen. Down here, you'll see big trigger to-do list. I highlighted off the things that I actually did complete that day. And then I wrote here a life-altering pimple. I don't know. I just love these sticky notes, and any chance, or sticky notes, these little stickers from Planner Monkey Co. And I used to PR for her. I don't anymore, but there's tons of amazing ladies that do. And I need to put like a bulk order. I'm actually going to write that down now because I need to put like a bulk order in. I'm running very low on all of my Planner Monkey Co. stickers, so I need to put a new order in. And yeah, that's about it for January. Life got a little busy these days, so there's really not much on here between like sick kids. Like every week in January, we had 2 days where one of my daughters was home. So like 2 days were my youngest, 2 days for my middle, 2 days for my oldest. They all got hit like 5 days apart with this really nasty congestion, cold type thing. Took them, they're negative for like everything. It's just some viral thing going around. I was just worried that it was either strep or an ear infection because that's been like the plague of us this year. We're actually getting a consult for my youngest for tubes at some point, but that's, you know how it works with like insurance and getting like, in order to even get evaluated, that's like months away. So by the time we're getting evaluated for her, it's like 4 months after the fact that we were like really having the problems. She's still very congested, so obviously it's still going to benefit her in the long run, but it's just like, man, if only we could have gotten the appointment in sooner, because she's realistically not going to be able to get the procedure for a while, which is just hard as a mom. But now that it caught my eye too, this is the monthly. I could probably go in and cross some of these off. And then the monthly is like very, very, very similar to the monthly in my Hobonichi weeks. It really is like a mirrored thing. And then I am putting down, this is that pen again from Light Beam Stationery. It's this one. And I am going in and like backfilling words to describe that day, which I think is a very cool thing that I'm able to do because I am so thorough in my daily planning or daily journaling, memory keeping, catch-all, whatever you want to call these pages. I am extremely thorough, and I can look at any of these days and think like, whoa, that was an overwhelming day. Like looking at this, I can get like a flashback to that day almost, if you will. And like this, just even seeing this Netflix watch Elvis, like I remember the feelings of that day. Lazy morning, we watched Elvis, I called my mom, I got some stuff finalized, I read all day. Like I remember like the smell of when my husband was cooking burgers, everyone was excited because we haven't had them since like summertime. Like I can just look at little things and it triggers something in my brain. And I think that's really therapeutic, and why we all really crave and love writing on paper anyways, because it's just very therapeutic, right? So I do need to go back and like fill in some of those, but that's kind of how I'm using it. I don't know if I'll continue using it that way. We'll see. I might kind of try and finish it out for the quarter and see how it feels, and then see if I want to continue doing that. But yeah, that's really all I have for right now. I still haven't goal planned in here or my Hobonichi weeks. it's something that I do intend on doing at some point. I guess it's like safe to say I should show this. This is like the little supplemental weekly. And I am actually using this. So I'll like put things in there. Just, it's not something I upkeep. I really do it like once a week at the start of the week. So if there's ever a point in time where I'm just taking this out by itself, which I could, because it's got a lot of room for the dailies. It's got a lot of room for the monthlies. And then if I need a weekly glance for like smaller, more intricate tasks, I have this. And so this really, in quite honestly, could be like an end-all, be-all type of one-stop shop for the planner. But, I mean, come on. Come on. I can't not. So, that's why it's not, but it could be. It could be. If I was going on like a trip or something like that, long day away from the house, I could realistically just take this. I could pop out a lot of these things, and I could put my cards or, you know, ID, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, that's all I really have as far as this. I appreciate you guys coming back for another video on my channel as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.